In 1997, scientists listening to the depths of the Pacific Ocean heard something impossible. A sound so powerful it traveled over 3,000 miles through the water. It was louder than any whale ever recorded, louder than underwater volcanoes, and stranger than anything scientists had heard before. The signal lasted for nearly a full minute. When researchers finally played it back, they realized something disturbing. This sound appeared to be biological, meaning it might have come from a living creature. They called it the Bloop. And nearly 30 years later, the mystery still fascinates scientists and conspiracy theorists alike. Because if something that loud really came from an animal, it would have to be the largest thing ever known that existed on Earth today. In the late 1990s, the United States operated a network of underwater microphones across the Pacific Ocean. These devices are called hydrophones. Their main purpose was to detect submarines and monitor underwater earthquakes. But in 1997, something unexpected appeared in the recordings. On June 19th, several hydrophones detected an extremely powerful low-frequency sound. The sound was so loud that it was detected by sensors over 3,000 miles apart. Scientists quickly realized that this was no ordinary noise. Most ocean sounds come from predictable sources: whales, earthquakes, volcanic activity, or large ice sheets breaking apart. But this signal was different. The sound pattern rose rapidly in frequency, a characteristic usually found in animal calls. This detail puzzled researchers, because the scale of the sound didn't match any known marine animal, not even close. To understand why the bloop confused scientists, you need to understand how loud animals in the ocean can be. The loudest animal in the ocean are blue whales. Their calls can reach up to 188 decibels underwater. That is powerful enough to travel hundreds of miles, but the bloop was far stronger. Based on the distance between hydrophones, scientists calculated that the sound had to be far louder than any whale call ever recorded. And there was another strange detail: the sound did not repeat. Most animal calls multiple times. Whales sing, dolphins click repeatedly, but the bloop appeared only once in the recording. This raised a serious question. If this was a biological sound, what kind of creature could produce it? And why had it never been detected before? When the recording was released to the public, the internet exploded with speculation. Some people believed the sound came from an undiscovered sea creature. And while it may sound like science fiction, the ocean is still mostly unexplored. Scientists estimate that over 80% of the ocean has never been mapped or studied. New species are discovered every year, even giant animals. For example, the colossal squid was only confirmed in 2007. These creatures can grow over 40 feet long. Before that discovery, many scientists doubted they even existed. The deep ocean is incredibly mysterious. Extreme pressure, total darkness, freezing temperatures. Creatures that live there often grow to enormous sizes. This is known as deep sea gigantism. So the idea of an unknown large animal isn't impossible, but for something to create a sound like the bloop, it would need to be bigger than the largest whales on Earth. And that possibility captured the imaginations of millions of people. Years later, scientists at the NOAA revisited the mysterious recording. After comparing it to other ocean sounds, they proposed a different explanation. The bloop may have been caused by an icequake. An icequake happens when massive ice sheets crack or break apart. These events can release enormous energy into the water, and they produce sounds that travel thousands of miles. In particular, researchers noticed that a bloop closely resembled recordings of Antarctic ice shelf fractures. When glacier shifts or collapses, the resulting sound waves can create unusual frequency patterns. patterns that sometimes resemble biological calls. According to the NOAA, this is the most likely explanation. But not everyone is convinced. Some researchers argue that the sound pattern still matches biological signals more closely than geological ones. And because the original location of the bloop was thousands of miles from Antarctica, questions remain. The truth is, we still know very little about the deep ocean. More people have walked on the surface of the moon than have visited the deepest parts of Earth's oceans. Entire ecosystems exist miles beneath the surface. Some species living there have never been seen by human eyes. New deep-sea creatures are discovered almost every year. Strange jellyfish, alien-like fish, giant squid, creatures that glow in the dark. So while the icequake explanation may be correct, the ocean still holds countless secrets. And sounds like the bloop remind us of just how much of our planet remains unexplored. Somewhere in the dark depths of the Pacific Ocean, hydrophones are still listening, and every so often they pick up sounds scientists still struggle to explain. So the next time you look out over the ocean, remember something. Beneath those waves lie a world we barely understand, and sometimes it answers back.